Hi everyone, you're on Moby channel and it's great to see you back on my channel. Despite the fact that episode 73 is delayed, I'm glad that today we have something to discuss. Because Dom Studio has a new 33rd episode, which is not only over 10 minutes long, but it also has a very unexpected twist that we're going to talk about today and analyze the episode as a whole. This video, as well as this episode, turned out to be very interesting, so be sure to watch it to the end, as well as put a like and subscribe to the channel, as well as join my Discord server, because there appear all the latest leaks of your favorite universe Skibidi toilet. But anyway, here we go. Episode 33 continues in the location where episode 32 ended. A regular cameraman strolls down the street and easily defeats the Skibidi Hydra, because he has the grenades of the Clockmans. And then he simply activates his jetpack and flies away. Next in the location appear Titans, specifically Titan Cameraman, Titan TV Man and Titan Clockman. And as soon as it seemed to the Titans that there are no more opponents in this location, activated a black portal, from which appeared 3 already known to us their past episodes of dangerous opponents, but the Titans are confident in themselves, so we were shown a small funny scene where the Titans decide who will fight with a certain opponent. Titan TV Man was the first to make a decision and chose a Skibidi boxer, but it seems that he overestimated his strength, because he immediately got a juicy 2 on his big TV, from which he was a little shocked and also decided to fight with his opponent on his hands, without using weapons. Meanwhile Titan Cameraman started attacking the second Skibidi opponent, whose main ability is to use lava as a weapon, and while the fight of Titan Cameraman continued, we are again shown the battle of Titan TV Man, with Skibidi Boxer, but at a certain point TV Man thought why fight by the rules and activated his crazy red radiation, and ended the fight by plunging his blade into the head of his opponent, and then fried him to a ruddy crust. Then we are again shown the battle of the Titan Cameraman, and as you can see the opponent was not a master of lava, because he was eventually destroyed in it himself. And finally there is only one opponent left, it is a Skibidi skeleton, and our Titan friends decided to unite to deal with him quickly, and they succeeded. The Titan Clockman did not engage in combat, he just watched the action to conserve his clock energy. After the battle was over, Clockman repaired the Titan Cameraman's gun, and thanked him. Next, one of the Astro toilets flew by at a very fast speed. It was so fast that Titan Clockman was not immediately able to stop it, but in the end he managed to do it. And as we can see, it was the Astro toilet that we recently saw in episode 72 of the original Skibidi toilet universe. And in the Dom Studio universe, he looks exactly like this. Then the camera switches and the very location where the battle was taking place began to spill over, and as it turned out, there were large and dangerous missiles for the entire alliance under the ground. Next Titan Cameraman started to attack the new Astro toilet, but he was able to hold back the charge using his special claw, and fired the charge back at the Titans with even more force. But luckily they managed to dodge and the shot went right by them. Next, the Titan TV Man tried to attack the enemy using his teleports, but his attack was unsuccessful, and then Astro Toilet flew to the location to activate the missiles and he succeeded, and a large number of dangerous missiles flew into the sky. Then Titan Clockman started to store energy to activate a small time loop and go back in time for a few seconds. And as we can see, he came back at the moment when Titan TV Man was attacking Astro Toilet. Then Titan Clockman got closer to the location with the missiles and started thinking about what he could do to prevent what might happen a few seconds after he goes back in time. He decides to call upon his sword and circle the location with the missiles so that time in that area would not be resumed, and would also be protected by a protective dome. And after that, he reverted time again, and as soon as the key event with TV Man Titan happened, Astro Toilet immediately turned towards the missiles, but Clockman Titan is already controlling that location. And the Titans don't understand what's going on, because they don't know that there are many dangerous missiles in that location, whose power would be enough to get them into Mr. Beast next video. And meanwhile, a large robot Skibidi scientist moves into the location. He then assesses the situation and realizes that Clockman will be busy containing the missiles, and won't be able to help in the battle if Skibidi scientist and Astro Toilet now attack the Titans. So the scientist is happy about this, but the Titans are not going to give up and are ready for battle. We can understand this from the Titans' phrase TV Man. At this point the episode cuts off and we are shown what happened 10 hours before the events we just watched. I will be brief and will only say the most important information, and I would also like you to watch the new episode yourself on the Dom Studio channel. Basically, Skibidi scientist flew to this laboratory and brought with him a secret container in which he hid his developments. And his developments only improve the old Skibidi hybrids, as we can see at this point. The new soldiers are literally being stamped out on assembly lines. And what happens next was a real shock to me, because in the episode for the first time there was a human being. And what was my surprise that it was the same scientist, only he is more human than toilet, and Skibidi scientist is more toilet than human. And as we learn from their dialogue, there were other elite Skibidi agents in this lab. And by the way, the first one is named Mr. Leonardo. I don't know why, but when I first saw him, I immediately thought of Leon from the Resident Evil series of games. There was also a funny little dialogue between him and the Skibidi scientist, in which Leonardo asked the Skibidi scientist why he was still using the Skibidi language. And with all due respect, he never understood what the Skibidi scientist answered him. Next, the regular scientist activated a command on the computer and the other members of the elite Skibidi agents woke up. But what did the scientist do this for? This question also interested the Skibidi agents and their entire dialogue. I suggest you watch the episode in person. But it was again a surprise for me when I found out that this squad knows all races of agents. It seems that they put themselves in a dream and wanted to wake up only when the war would be over and the toilets would win. But something went wrong and their commander, whom I will show you soon, ordered all of them to wake up, in order to assign roles to the elite Skibidi agents in the final decisive battle. Next we are shown the commander himself. He has a lot of medals and orders, and he also has 07 in his name. And when we were shown him, I was surprised, because the commander turned out to be a real male 07. And that's where the 33rd episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse ends. To summarize, I can say that the plan of Skibidi Toilets almost realized, because they are already right now holding back the Titan Clockman in one place. And also, as we know from the secret scene of the last season, G-Toilet is almost ready, which means that G-Man Apocalypse is coming soon. Honestly, despite the fact that the series has quite a lot of plot lines, it is still interesting to watch, and personally I will be interested in how the Alliance will be able to resist the G-Man Apocalypse. But I think they have a plan for this, because the Alliance has long received a folder in which was painted plan opponents. But what measures will take the Alliance is still interesting. So your theories be sure to write in the comments under this video, because I'm really interested to know your opinion. Also, I assume that soon we will get another leak or information about the new 73rd episode of Skibidi Toilet from DaFuq. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications so that you do not miss the analysis of the new episode of Skibidi Toilet. And also so that you will not be bored waiting for the new episode, my other videos are on your screens now. Choose your favorite and have fun watching.